Hey yogis, it's Amber from the Desert Daydreamer. Welcome to today's yoga class. During this class, we are going to be practicing twists, which I love to work on because they are great for increasing spinal mobility, for bringing fresh blood and oxygen to the digestive organs, and they're also super energizing. So if you're a beginner, I recommend having one block, which you can just put over to the side of your mat. Otherwise, grab your mat and some water and we'll get started in just a moment. All right, beginning on your back, make your way down nice and slow, extending your arms out to the sides and bringing your legs up to a tabletop position. Now we're going to start off in a very gentle twist. So when you're ready, allow both of your knees to fall to the right, nice and slow with control. Your gaze can stay up towards the ceiling, or if you'd like, you can look over to the left. Now, if both of your knees don't touch the floor, don't worry about it. That's completely fine. You can always allow gravity to just gently pull your knees down. But if this is too uncomfortable, then feel free to put a block under your knees, and that will provide a little bit more support. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale back to center. And taking that twist to the other side, so both knees falling to the left. Breathing fresh oxygen into your muscles, into your spine, and just enjoying this position. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, rolling all the way over to the left, using the strength of your arms, pushing yourself up and making your way into a tabletop position with your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. We're going to take a few cat-cows here. On your inhale, arch your back, spread your collarbones, maybe looking up. Exhale, round your back, pushing the mat away from you. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. One more time, just like that. Finding a neutral spine now and taking it back into a child's pose. Hands are reaching towards the top of the mat. Your feet and your knees are together. Great job. Pressing down through your hands, round your back to come forward, keeping the tops of your feet and your thighs on the mat. Come into your cobra pose. You can put a bend in your elbows if needed. Shoulders down away from your ears. Lowering down all the way to your mat, forehead comes to your mat. Keep your left hand exactly where it is. Your right hand is going to extend out to the side. Bending your left knee, lift it up just slightly, and you're going to bring it over and across your right leg. The sole of your left foot is going to come to your mat, and you're going to begin to roll onto your right side. This is a prone twist, and this is great to stretch out your spine, your chest, and your hips. Now, how far you roll is completely dependent on you. Take it to your own level. But make sure it feels good. If you feel any pain at all, then you can begin to roll back towards your stomach. Great job. Slowly and mindfully releasing, rolling back onto your stomach, switching your arm positions, bending your right knee, lifting it up, and taking it behind and across your left leg, taking that twist on the other side, rolling onto your left side. Inhale, exhale out. Great job holding here for a few breaths. When you're ready, making your way back onto your stomach, bring both of your hands to your mat, press down and come into a tabletop position. Tucking your toes under, lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. You might need to walk your hands forward just a little bit, and you can walk it out on the spot here, bending one leg and then the other. Spread your fingers wide. Now find stillness, pressing both heels towards your mat. Don't worry if they don't touch. Bring your feet together, and on your inhale, extend your right leg back behind you. Now tap your toes down to the mat, lift your leg back up. Tap them down and lift. One more time, bring them down. Lift your leg up, bend your knees, stack your hips, trying to bring your heel towards your glute. Keeping your knee bent, bring it into your chest as you round forward into your plank position and step that foot up in between your hands. Bring your back knee down. You can keep your back toes tucked. And on your inhale, lift up into your low lunge. Bring your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers, open your chest. Making sure that your front knee is directly over your ankle. With each inhale, lengthening up through your spine. Each exhale, pushing your hips forward a little bit more, opening your elbows out to the side. Stretching your chest and your left hip flexor. Beautiful job. Reach your hands back up. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down to your mat. Right arm extends high, twisting to the right, stacking your shoulders. And you can also use that block under your left hand if needed. Really pressing down through the ball of your back foot. Lift your back knee off your mat, twisted high lunge. Great job. We're just gonna hold here for a couple breaths. Option here to bring your top arm behind your back, deepening that twist a little bit. Checking in with yourself, making sure that your hips are square and that the twist is coming from the area around your navel. If you took that wrap, reach your arm back up. Inhale, exhale, bring your top arm to the inside of your right foot. Spin your back heel down so that your toes are pointing towards the side of your mat. Find your balance and inhale, reach that left arm up, taking a counter twist. Now, if you have that block, you can move it so that it's under your right arm this time. Bring your left hand back down to your mat and walk your hands over to the left just a little bit. Right toes are going to point to the side of the mat. Pigeon toe your toes just a little bit. Inhale, lift up, flat back. Exhale, take a wide-legged forward fold. Making sure that you're bending from your hips. Just enjoying this stretch. Taking another twist, ground down through your right hand, left hand reaches up, twisting to the left. Looking up towards the ceiling. Again, you can use the block under your bottom hand here if needed. Breathing into that twist. All right, releasing and reversing, twisting to the right. Reach your right hand up. Completely normal for one side to feel a little bit different than the other. So if you can't twist as far on one side, don't worry about it. You never want to force anything. Just work with your breath. Inhale, exhale. Coming back to center now. Fold maybe just a little further. And then walking your hands over towards your left leg, pivoting both of your toes so that they're facing the back of your mat. Bring your back knee down, keep your toes tucked. And let's inhale up into your Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Bringing your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers. So your left leg is in front and your right leg is behind now. Open your chest. Make sure that your hips are square. Reach your arms back up, inhale. Exhale your right hand down and your left hand high, twisting to the left. Hips are square, shoulders are stacked. Again, you can use that block if you need to. Now let's come into that high lunge, pressing down through the ball of your back foot, lifting your knee off your mat. Stay in that twist. Inhale. Exhale. If you like, you can bring your top arm behind your back. Your legs might be starting to shake a little bit. Don't give up. You've got this. You are so close. Reach your left hand back up if it's not already. And then bring it down to the inside of your front leg. Spin the back heel down so your toes are pointing to the side. And let's take that side angle. Reaching your right hand up, left hand is grounded on your mat. Spread your collarbones wide. If your legs are burning, I want you to smile. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your mat, coming back into your lunge position and bringing your hands to frame your foot. Step back into your plank position and take it back into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out on the spot here for just a moment. Stretch it out. And when you're ready, walk your feet together and inhale your left leg behind you. Tap your toes down and lift back up. Tap them down and lift last time. Tap them down. Lift up, bend your knees, stack your hips. Trying your best to keep your shoulders square. Come back to center and just step your foot down, downward facing dog. Let's take a quick flow here, coming forward into your plank. You can stay up on your toes or lower down to your knees as you shift forward and lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press down through the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. You made it. Take a moment here to stretch. Coming down to your knees now, walk your hands back so that you're sitting on your heels. Now you're going to grab onto your heels with your hands. Begin to lift your hips up and bring the top of your head down to your mat in front of your knees. Keep holding onto your heels. This is your rabbit pose. So you're holding your heels, your hips are lifting, and the top of your head is grounded on your mat. Stretching out the spine. Inhale, exhale out. Slowly release, coming back into a seated position on your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up, fill your lungs. Exhale, your hands down to your heart. One more time. Inhale, take the biggest breath you've taken all day. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart, and keeping your hands there, thanking yourself for doing something so amazing. I hope this practice leaves you feeling a little bit more happy and a little more healthy in your body. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos, and leave me a comment below to let me know what videos you'd like to see in the future. I will see you again in the next one. Bye.